away. And right when I'm about to say invite myself over to her place sometime, a freaking lightning bolt flies out of the sky and hits the parking deck. Now everybody else's backs are turned away from the parking deck going into the college, because I'm sitting right beside the door kind of thing. But I was actually facing towards the parking deck while, everybody else is walking in. And I saw the bolt hit, the lightning bolt hit. And instead of me saying, I see, like inviting myself over to hang out with her and stuff, I end up saying, "Wow, that's gonna be loud." And then right after I said that, wow, and it was loud, bro. Like I mean, it was loud. Everybody jumped, like freaking jumped, bro. And I was the only one that didn't jump. I was just like, wow. I was actually after it happened, everybody jumped. I was like, yeah, that was loud. Like I didn't jump or flinch or anything. I just knew I knew it was coming. I didn't think it was gonna be that loud, but it was loud, like I was thinking. So anyways, like that girl the girls that were like it wasn't just one girl, it was her and her friends were kinda like hanging out kind of thing. And they just kinda like looked at me like, what the hell? Like how you saw that or how'd you do that? Like they were it kind of felt like they were like, how'd you do that kind of thing, It kind of felt like that. And I'm like, I I just saw it, you know what I'm saying? I don't I just knew it was coming. But well, I didn't know the lightning bolt was coming, but I knew that loud ass sound was about to come. But they kind of like got all kind of skittish and weird about me, like. And but the one girl that was trying to get me to invite myself over there, she kind of gave me some time to actually talk to her. But I was kind of like shocked about the lightning bolt hitting and like the precise timing of it and everything. And I was just like, geez, dude, I'm just gonna let you walk in. This is what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, I I have no words. I'm just we'll talk later, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking. Like, I just let him go. I was like, I don't think I'm supposed to be talking to you, or maybe we're not supposed to be hanging out. I don't know. Because I was also thinking, like, I'm like, well, I mean, she's not bad looking. She's not. I don't really know her that well. She could be fun and interesting. We could see what happens kind of thing. And I was about to say, invite myself over, and that's when that happened. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just decided not to invite myself over after that. So, like, signs like that, you know what I'm saying? So, when I'm driving to this, see, I want to say Chick's Place again. I'm just going to go with that. That just remember, like, when I say chick, I'm not diminishing their value at all right? And maybe you ladies are right. Maybe I should just say this girl, see, girl's house, this chick's house, this woman. It just sounds weird to say I'm going to go to this woman's house. I mean, she is a woman. She's over 35. But any which way it goes. Um, but I don't even get a mile down the road. Like my truck is pretty dinky and everything. I've had to take it apart a few times. Did a lot of work on it. But I wasn't expecting what happened to happen. Like the freaking floor or dash panel, the upper dash panel or whatever, fell off right where my feet are at. Like, where the gas pedals are at and everything. And I couldn't drive anymore. And I'm like, and then there's a part of me saying, see, this is a sign, dude. You're not supposed to go. I'm like, no, this isn't a sign, damn it. I've been telling myself this whole fucking time. Like, no, this is my freaking life, man. I'm experiencing my life. And what an experience it has been. Oh my god. But like, so there was a discussion within my mind about whether or not I should actually go or not. But what it all really came down to was I was losing my brains, man. I really was. I was losing it. And I really did need to go be with somebody else, hanging out with somebody. And I just, I had to, dude. I just had to. Okay? I mean, if I didn't, if I would have turned around, uh, and it gets even better. If I would have turned around then, like, I wasn't even a mile from my house, but like, if I wouldn't actually gone and seen her, none of this that has happened would have happened. And that's a big happening that happened. Like, it's very significant. Oh man, you're right, dude. That wouldn't have happened. Huh. See, that's what I'm trying to figure out. What signs do I follow? Which ones do I not follow? Because some signs are demonic, man. And you can't follow all the signs. You have to pick and choose the right signs to follow. Um, I think I did right by not following that sign of that falling out and stuff. Because that was kind of like fear telling me, no, don't do this. Maybe. All right, yeah, you see where I'm at with all this right now. But anyways, so I get the dash panel up and in place to where it won't fall out and keep me from driving. Because I got a manual transmission on this truck. It's a 93. You guys have probably seen it in one of my videos. Yeah, you have if you've actually watched my videos. But you haven't because, well, some of you have, but not all of you. But either way, so as the story goes, I got it all taken care of and I was on my way again. On my way again. On my way. Yeah, it's a funky little thing there, huh? It's because I wear glasses. Like, I don't know how to make it go away. It's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep my glasses off for a very long time, but it's still just there. But, anyways, I wonder if they can hear that. I don't give a man. I'm in bedroom. I am relaxed. I am. You're just gonna have to pretend you're hanging out with me in bedroom. It's not my bedroom. Okay, in the guest room. We're in the guest room that I'm staying in right now. My life has been so weird, dude. Always trying so hard, always fucking going and going and killing myself, breaking my body, and I still end up nowhere. Flat on my face in a gutter. But anyways, back to the story. Uh yeah, I could imagine what anybody would say about that. Well, whatever guys, whatever. Anyways, you have no clue what you're talking about. You'd have to actually know the story to understand. Yeah, I know I'm talking to what I think somebody would say. to me and not actually telling you the story. Distractions, man. All right. Just like that dashboard panel falling down was a distraction. So I actually had a really good time. Like, not just the sex and stuff, but, well, we'll get there. Jeez. My bad. Uh, any which ways. Um, oh yeah, so I start taking off. I get onto the overpass, and then I get a phone call from her. Or wait, I don't even think I get onto the overpass. It was right after. Yeah, it was right after I took off. Kind of like she was thinking the same thing I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Wow, that's weird. Dude, what if she probably is thinking the same thing I think. I mean, if it's that soulmate thing, like I didn't. It just dawned on me now that like we were thinking the same thing way back then. You know, like maybe I shouldn't come because that she had called me and like I'm driving a stick shift, and I'm like, there's no way I'm picking that up. I'm on my way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm driving, and I let that go to voicemail or whatever. I don't pick it up. I just keep going. Um, and it takes about 45 minutes to get there. And the closer I get, the more nervous I'm getting. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. I've never freaking just talked to somebody on Facebook Messenger for like a couple days and just all of a sudden go hang out with them. I've never done this before. This is my first time ever doing this. This is my first time in 10 years. Well, well, I think, yeah, I have already told this story about my celibacy. So that's in there too. You can go back and check that out. Yeah, you guys don't realize I'm over here moving my hands the whole time. Oh yeah, that gives you more, if you could actually see me doing this while you're paying attention to me here. But anyways, so I'm getting more and more nervous, I've never done this before. And that's gonna make me think and wonder, like I'll get back to you on that. But this like yeah, for sure. This is the this is the most uh what's the word, man? Uh damn. Yeah, that's what I need you for. You got the words for me. I mean, I could look it up. I don't. It, the energy would help me. You, I just. It would. It just fits together. Basically, it's the most adventurous thing I've ever done in my life. Experiencing something, Uh, you know the word. Both of you know the word. Yeah, that word. But anyways, um, yeah, it's like I'm talking to two people on here that. Oh, jeez. But she's talking to somebody that's like a narcissist, though. Is the I have to. Anyways, See, I'm getting too getting caught up in my head. My bad. Anyways, um, all right. So we're going, we're driving, getting closer, and I'm getting nervous. I'm excited too. It's like I feel like I'm actually living my life finally. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been living to everybody's uh guidelines of what you should do type thing. Like in such a way, like basically the guidelines I was going according to, which there's not a lot of people that do this anymore. It was something that was so like I guess you could go olden times because I think it's more than old fashioned, but we can say old fashioned too. Like back when men would get property, they would build a house, and then they would get a wife to bring to the house and start a family. That's basically what I was trying to do. I had gotten a house, but I wanted to build a house for my family because the place I was living in did not rate for what I want my family to live in. And to be honest, I knew when I got the place, I should have been more picky. And anybody that's ever buying a house, be picky as shit. When you go see a house, you take your time. You freaking stand out in that yard, look around, take in the sight. You know, like get a feel of the environment around you. And if it don't feel right to you, then don't get that place. Go find another place that feels good to you. Like for me, I rushed it. It didn't feel right to me. I felt like the neighbors are going to be jackasses, which they did turn out to be jackasses. Um, and then on top of that, it turned out to be like some kind of meth neighborhood or some shit. Which I'm sober as shit over here, and I'm living in a meth neighborhood. How do I know? I kept finding syringes in my front yard, man. I mean, my house is 500 feet away from. It was. I had like a three acre lot. You know what I'm saying? Actually, in the videos, you can see how big my yard is. Like, well, on the roadside where my grass is at, I kept finding syringes and drug utensils out there, and it's like, what the hell, dude? It's like, what did I get myself into? Like, why am I living here for? Why did I pick this place? Anyways, back to what I was saying. So we're getting there, and then we finally get to off the highway and on her road, and then into her little subdivision type thing, and their townhouses. They townhouses, and they got about what three bedrooms upstairs and one bedroom downstairs, and that's some of them I guess only have a bedroom downstairs because they changed turn actually I'm pretty sure all of them turned their garages into another room. So there's like four rooms in this townhouse, and the landlords are renting out each room. Well, her room was like freaking 1,000 because it had a bathroom in it, and then the other rooms were like $700. So these people are making bank off of renting these rooms out and stuff. Anyways, so um, I pull in the little subdivision thing or whatever, and it takes me until I get all the way down on the other side before I realize where uh the numbers to the address. The numbers of the address on the house, and so then I have to turn around and go back up the other way, and Then I find it, and then I end up parking in this place. It's not a parking spot. I did end up making it my parking spot while I was there. And then after we left, I actually went back and visited because, like, well, I'll explain that later, but I went back and visited, and somebody else thought it was a good idea to make that a parking spot, so they did. But while I was there, it was my parking spot. That was mine. I made it mine. It was mine. Actually, she kind of helped me make it mine too. So, but anyways, so I got there and I texted her, let her know like, all right, I'm at your place. I'm parking this spot over here outside your door, or outside, close to your house, or close to your apartment, right, like almost across from your apartment. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that. It was in this little spot where that desk was, because it's like it was kind of like a big spot where you could put a dumpster kind of thing. You could put a dumpster where this spot was at, but it wasn't. There was no dumpster there, and there was no lines for it to be a parking spot. But some people were throwing like this little. It was like an end table, I guess, desk type thing that they had thrown out over there. And well, I guess when I explained that to her, she knew where I was at. So she walked out. She got like 15 feet away from me, and she just kind of stopped. It's like, stop. And I'm like, what? I'm like, she just looked at me like she wanted to get a read off of me. She wanted to know. She wanted to make sure I wasn't some psycho or something. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got from her. Now, normally, somebody looks at me like that. Normally, I'd be like, "What's up, dude?" You know what I'm saying? Like, "Hey, how's it going? What's up?" But at this particular moment, for some weird reason, I can't really explain why. Maybe it's because of how mentally like out of it I was, or maybe it was because I was experiencing something other than normal kind. I don't know, but for some reason I just turned into a bashful, shy little guy, like kind of like my inner child had come out and just been like, "Oh, hi, I'm yeah, this is me, yeah, this is Josh. How's it going?" But I ducked my head away, kind of bashful, and just like you know, just like, and next thing I know, she just kind of, I guess she just got a really good feeling about me, and she just engulfed me, and it was this big ass hug, dude. Like she just whoosh, and I'm just like, whoa. I'm like, that's nice, Like I haven't had a hug in so fucking long, dude, and like it just felt so good. And at first, I thought it was just like a hug, like I needed you here so bad. It's so nice that you're, like, I mean, it kind of did start off like, I'm so glad you're here. I need somebody, you know what I'm saying? But then it turned into a hug that's more like, I need somebody. And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, hmm, well, uh, yeah, I wasn't expecting this to happen so fast, And at this time, I didn't know she was started drinking. You know what I'm saying? Uh, so that was probably a big reason for it. But she just, or at least that's what I tell myself. Maybe she really did feel like some kind of way about me that she couldn't explain. Just my presence or whatever, the energy she felt from me, my vibe, whatever. I don't know. Um, I really don't think she's. I don't think she ever hugged anybody like that before, but like just out of the blue like that. I mean, I don't think she like does. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I could ask her, I guess, one day when she's actually, if she ever actually starts talking to me again. But I kind of messed that up. Oh, we'll get to that part. Jesus, it's already been a freaking hour, dude. Plus the other 30 minutes. The other 30 minutes. Uh, I'm not even halfway through this. Anyways, all right. So she gives me this big ass hug, and it was one of those hugs like, uh, I'm trying to like soothe her. Like, yeah, I'm here. You don't have to be alone right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, and I'm thinking to myself, this is a great fucking hug. And then she turned it into one of those tighter squeezing hugs. Like you get a hug and it's tighter hug. Like, thank you so much for coming, kind of thing. And see, I'm trying to remember something. I'm trying to remember another detail. Trying to remember where it goes in sequence. Either way, it turned out that she had called me to let me know, like, don't you don't have to come, kind of thing, is basically why she called me. That is so odd. So odd. It's kind of interesting though. I was thinking it, and then she thought it. That is so interesting to me. Anyways, but yeah, that happened. She tells me that. I think it's after we go upstairs. I don't think it's when we're hugging and stuff. But the hug turns into this freaking makeout session, dude. Like, just out of the blue. She just, after we're hugging for a little while, and it was a great hug. I don't know if anybody can ever hug me like that again. I don't know if she could ever hug anybody like that again. Anyways, uh, I don't even know if she remembers how that hug was. Because the way she's acting these days, is she's acting like she don't remember anything from back then. Basically, she was saying she was like 95% blackout drunk the whole time. But mm-hmm, yeah, I know, I know. But anyways, you can go ahead and pretend that. You know what I'm saying? Just you ain't gonna take that away from me, just because you say you don't remember that. I still have that. That's still my memory, and you cannot take that away from me. But anyways, after the hugging thing, actually, the hugging thing turns into make out session, like I was saying, and we're kissing for like I want to say 5 minutes, probably 5 minutes. Like we started at the front of my truck, and then we worked our way back to there was a retaining wall behind my truck. So she ended up pushing me up the retaining wall and was making out with me. And finally, I got around to saying, "So what are we doing?" And she decided to tell me, we're gonna go up to my room and you're gonna me." And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Um, maybe I should go park my truck in a parking spot so just in case it doesn't get towed or whatever. Because there was this car driving up and down that like driving up and down the road, like this the little subdivision like thing. And actually when I saw the dude in that car, he was giving me a mean eye, like what are you doing? And I just looked at him like, what the fuck you, oh, don't fucking, nah, man, don't fuck with me, dude. Just, what the fuck you think you doing, motherfucker? You telling me how to fucking, fuck you. Oh my god. Nah, actually, like, I don't usually talk like this. Actually, I never talk, dude. So I'm kind of discovering my voice right now. Or maybe I do talk like this. I don't know. Or similar. I guess we'll find out. I've been talking like this for like an hour, so I guess it's how I talk. I thought I was more intellectual. I can't even talk. Intellectual? Where are we? Like electrical? Whoa, intellectual. Yeah, that's what it is. I should see if I would have just went with the flow of it. It actually sounds pretty cool. Intellectual. I'm intelligent but electric. You know what I'm saying? Man. Yeah, I'm a different breed, bro. But anyways, with an old soul, it feels that way anyways. Uh, but anyways, so I go and find a place to park. I can't roll up my window at this point. It's off the tracks. So I put a plastic bag over the window. And I'm just like, I mean, we're in Atlanta. And I'm just thinking to myself, dude, if nothing gets stolen out of my truck, that'd be a miracle. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in Atlanta. You know? It's just like, are pretty damn close to Atlanta. Well, it is Atlanta. Dang, what was the actual place called? So it's over by the Spaghetti Junction, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in Atlanta. I can't remember the name of the city now, but it's one of the ones in Atlanta, like Gwinnett. You know what I'm saying? Or no, it was past Gwinnett. Anyways, like I was, it'd be a miracle if nothing. I got a speaker and an amp inside my truck, so I was thinking that would be gone in the morning, but it